Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm gonna take my 12 years of app development experience in building and creating world-class iOS apps that got more than 3 million downloads, and I'm gonna share my insights and advice of what I would have done if I were to start developing apps in 2024. As I am shooting this video, I am working on bringing MoneyCoach to VisionOS and on creating two completely new apps for VisionOS from scratch, just like you. I have learned a lot over the last years, and people always ask me what I would have done if I were to start today. And so I made this video to share my best advice with you. Developing apps for iOS really changed my life, and I want to help you do just that. I am sure that 2024 is going to bring a new wave of apps and startups focused on mixed reality, or as Apple calls it, spatial computing. Apple introduced VisionOS this summer, which makes it the perfect time to jump in, learn the basics, and start developing for VisionOS. So this video is all about the tools, tips, and tricks to start developing for VisionOS today and be prepared for the future. So why now? Well, new platforms are the best place to establish yourself before anybody else. And since this is a new platform, it has a massive potential. If done right, this could replace computers and laptops as we know it. Think of it as the computing platform of the future. And it is super exciting. I don't know about you, but for me, shiny new gadgets and technologies like VisionOS are the things that motivate me to create new apps and experiences, and of course to try and make a new business out of these apps. So let me know in the comments what excites you, what motivates you, and what kind of apps are you working on for VisionOS or for other mixed reality platforms. I'm curious. I believe that Apple is going to invest a lot into making Apple Vision Pro and the VisionOS App Store a commercial success. So this is the right time to join and to be part of this amazing new platform and start developing apps for it. So what steps would I take if I was starting out today? For me, I always start with the end goal in mind, and the end goal in this case would be to have a real app on the VisionOS App Store. Just think about you, what excites you, what motivates you, what app can you develop that makes you happy and that can probably solve a problem that you have, or you can just make something cool for the sake of it. It can be movies, it can be entertainment, music, some utility app. Just think about it and just write it down. Now that we have an app idea and we have the end goal in mind, let's focus on the steps that we need to achieve this. So what do we need to have a real app on the App Store? I would start with skills, tools, and time. Because if you have time, then you can learn the skills and the tools for you in order to achieve your dream of becoming an app developer in 2024. Let's start with skills. I am going to share with you a list of resources that are still helping me to this day in building modern and cool iOS applications. Luckily for us, Apple has invested a lot in SwiftUI and made it the preferred way of developing apps for Apple platforms, and in our case for VisionOS as well. When I started to develop, Objective-C was still the main language, and trust me, SwiftUI and Swift are way better and faster and are easier to learn and to have something that looks great on all devices. So yeah, just go and learn Swift and SwiftUI. If you already have some SwiftUI knowledge and have already developed apps for iOS, that's great. If not, then please don't worry about it. I will provide you with a list of resources that are super helpful to start with. And please let me know in the comments below if you're using any other resources besides the ones that I'm mentioning here. The first resource is the Human Interface Guidelines website. Curated and managed by Apple, this website has seen a massive update in terms of information about spatial computing and about VisionOS. Please go and check it out and just save it on your bookmarks or have it as an open tab every time because you are going to refer to this website a lot. The second resource that I want to mention are Apple's own SwiftUI tutorials. Apple constantly updates this website with new tutorials, also sample code for visionOS apps that you can download and run on your simulator, and in this way you can see techniques that Apple uses to model objects, to display 3D objects in real life, to anchor them to a surface or other stuff like that. Just go over and download the sample code and see it for yourself. And over there you can find also sample code for newly created technologies from Apple as well. If you prefer watching video tutorials, then please check out this year's WWDC videos about spatial computing, about visionOS, and about Apple Vision Pro. They will guide you and instruct you on how to create and build amazing immersive experiences for Apple Vision Pro. Learn from Apple engineers what it takes to create new apps or bring your existing apps to this new platform. The next resource that I want to mention to you is Hacking with Swift. Whether you're an established developer or you're just starting out, Hacking with Swift has been a massive help for the iOS community. Paul Hudson, the creator, does a great job at explaining in simple terms and with examples all the new APIs and the building blocks of Swift, SwiftUI. So please just go and check it out. And the best for last, the iOS developer community on Mastodon or on X is a super helpful community where people share tips, tricks, and help each other. Even if you have questions or if you don't understand something, just please post your question over there or just write directly to some iOS developers. They are extremely helpful and can save you probably hours of development time and a lot of headaches. It surely did for me. I love the community, I'm part of it, and I am helping as many people as I can also as well. Oh, and don't forget to follow me over there as well, or if you have any questions, just DM me or just write a tweet and mention my name. I will be sure to reply to you. Now that you have a list of resources to hone and to perfect your skills, let's move over to tools. These are the tools that I use every single day. Xcode is used for developing apps provided by Apple to develop apps. And I use Sketch or Figma to design user interfaces or user flows before jumping into development. But if you're not a designer and don't want to use Sketch or Figma, don't worry about that. You can just use Xcode for developing and previewing your user interfaces in real time, either using the Canvas Inspector or the simulator that comes with Xcode. And don't forget to install the visionOS simulator so that you can preview visionOS apps on your MacBook or on your iMac. Another great resource to speed up your development time and extend your app functionality without having to reinvent the wheel over again are open source packages provided by other developers just like you and me. So for example, if you need a calendar view in SwiftUI, you can just go over to github.com and search for calendar view Swift or SwiftUI. Then you will see a list of packages or of repositories, and usually you can use that repository URL and paste it in Xcode and have that package be downloaded as a Swift package, and then you can make use of that framework in your own project without having to redevelop a calendar view. And trust me, developing calendar views and catering for the entire world and supporting multiple locales, it's painful.
I'm going to kill myself and it's your fault!
If you don't find what you're looking for, just comment down below and let me know what problem do you have and what package are you looking for, and I will try to do my best to give you a name or to provide you with a link of that package. Chances are I might have seen something similar, or I might have used something in the last 12 years. To wrap it up, visionOS is going to be huge in 2024. So start learning today, learn the tools, learn the tricks, learn the techniques, learn the language and the frameworks as SwiftUI, and in this way you will be ready when this new platform is released to the public. Having a real app in the App Store will be a great way to celebrate the new release of this platform, and why not to start earn some money and make friends along the way. See you on the Vision OS App Store. Ciao ciao.